How's it going, Red?
That was my best Punisher impression. Hold on, let me try that one more time.
How's it going, Red? How's it going, Red?
Oh my god. Never mind. Anyway, I thought I'd dress up differently this time for Daredevil episode 4, season 1, episode 4. For the last 3 episodes, I've been dressed up as Matt Murdock. Not Daredevil, but I don't have any Daredevil stuff. I guess I could try to make my own homemade Daredevil costume. It's pretty easy, just a black shirt and then a black mask. Like I could do this probably. I don't even know how this looks because I can't see shit. But nah, it's Daredevil today, or it's Punisher today. This is the best Daredevil costume I could come up with. Got my Punisher jacket on with a black leather vest around it. I even got my Punisher sweats on. I don't even know if you can see that. And then I know it's not an actual skull, but it's the closest thing I have to a skull for a beanie, which is, what is this, Jack the Skeleton? This is actually the same costume that I wrote for his costume in my Dark Avengers story. Black beanie, black jacket with a gray jacket over it, or under it. Yeah. So, if that didn't give the message over, yes, Frank Castle has finally returned! Yes! I'm like, oh my god. Oh, it was so good seeing him again. It was so good seeing them together again. Because look, I rewatched all of Daredevil, all of The Punisher, and the Defenders season. So, to finally see Matt Murdock and Frank Castle finally together again, it makes all those episodes that I watched, especially Daredevil season 2, worth it. It was worth it. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It doesn't compare to the rooftop scene that they had in season 2, episode 3, but this conversation they had was arguably probably deeper and more emotional. Because I think Matt is finally coming to a place where he understands Frank. He understands the Punisher. Because I think we're finally getting an insight into Frank Castle himself. He says, so, Bullseye kills your best friend, and then he goes to prison, and he's just in the hole, just eating, chowing down. And he's breathing the same air that you're breathing. And he was like, hey, you feel good about that? You feel good about that? And then, man, he was pushing Matt's buttons, and he was like, he got life! And then he was like, what about old Foggy? Did he get life? Nah, he doesn't have life anymore. Shit. Oh my god. And then, so he's like, it's eating away at you, isn't it? You can hear Foggy. It's going to keep eating at you and eating at you and eating at you, and you want to hurt him. You want to put your hands on someone. You want to deliver that justice to someone, because that's what I do. And then he started talking about his son. I'm not going to lie. I started getting emotional. Look, I was just watching Struggle Nation. Shout out Struggle Nation. Shout out Struggle Nation. I don't know if they're ever going to see my videos or not, but I don't even know if they're going to know that I shouted them out. But shout out Struggle Nation. These guys were actually crying during that scene. I don't think I cried, but I for sure got tears in my eyes, and it was emotional. Man, just for the short amount of time that Frank Castle was in this episode, he was probably in, maybe 4 or 5 minutes? Maybe 6 minutes? No, probably like 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe 6. But for the short amount of time he was in there, Frank Castle is back! And it's like John Bernthal never left the character. I'm so happy to see him in this role again. It's kind of a shame for his kids, because he says he never likes his children to see him that way. But at least we got him back. Oh, we got him back. Oh, it's like he never left. He's doing the voice again. He even roared. The first thing we hear him do is roar. Go, ah! Like, oh my god. And to see them both together again. Kingpin, he's starting to crack a little bit. He finally had his first angry scene. There was also a part in this episode where, Matt Murdock's still doing his lawyer stuff. I think we're getting very close to him getting his Daredevil stuff again. We got a glimpse at his billy clubs that he has. He's all on the roof, like, It's like a guilty pleasure scene, because as Matt Murdock is sneaking off and looking at all of his helmets and playing with his baton on the roof, he's trying to get a feel for Daredevil again. While he's doing that, Kingpin is going to a secret place where he can eat all the food he wants. Not this healthy food shit. No, he's eating what he wants to eat. An unhealthy meal. Yes, sir, an unhealthy meal. And he also has fucking Adam right next to him. He's just eating his meal, and Adam's right there next to him. Adam is not who I expected he would be. In fact, I don't know how he's competition for Vanessa over Kingpin, but oh well. But it's to show that they are both secretly going back and doing their guilty pleasures, slowly slipping back into their true nature, who they are. Daredevil and motherfucking Kingpin. And now Punisher's in here. I want to know who Punisher's going to go after first. Because he's already aware of what these cops are doing. And he's aware. I don't know if he's aware of it. I don't know if that means he's done anything about it. But he's going to do something about it soon, for sure. For sure. Especially, I think, in episode 5 and 6, because we're getting 2 episodes next week. I think people are going to really start blaming him. And they're going to, he's like a perfect scapegoat. Like, anything that these corrupt cops do using Daredevil or a Punisher's symbol, they're going to blame it on Punisher and be like, we didn't do it, he did it. And that's going to really piss him off. I can't wait till Punisher shaves off that beard and puts on that skull and goes, and oh my god, I can't fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait. It was so nice seeing them together again. All those seasons that I watched of Daredevil and Punisher felt like it was all worth it. Just to see them interact again. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. It was a really good scene. Like, John Bernthal was doing a lot of screaming, but, I mean, of course he is. He's the Punisher. What else? I mean, there was a little bit more of legal court drama. I feel like we're probably going to step away from that in later episodes. I actually think it's really good that they're building up to him actually being Daredevil, because you got to care about these characters first before we see any action. You got to build tension. You got to build relationships. You got to make us care about these characters. Still no Karen back. Not that I really want to see her back, but I mean, I do, but I don't. I do want to see Karen come back just to interact with Punisher again. That would be pretty cool. I would love to see them interact again. Okay, I think they have a really good relationship. It's not the best one. They understand each other, but they still have really good chemistry, and I can't wait to see them interact together again. So the court stuff that we saw, it started off with this one dude who stole, I don't know, caramel corn, I think is what they were saying. And at first, from the outside looking in, he displays himself as an ungrateful guy who, he's just going to keep doing the same crimes over and over and over and over and over and over again. But he's not the same as Bullseye or Kingpin. I think from the beginning of this episode, you can see in his eyes that he's really hurt. And you know what? I mean, I may not be black, but I understand the struggle that he was going through in this episode, because I'm pretty sure he said he grew up in the system. He lost his food stamps, and he missed SSI meeting, I think is what he said, or maybe ISS, I don't know. Something about a meeting. Even though I'm kind of like, well, that's kind of your fault, dude. I mean, you should be on top of that. You don't want to lose your benefits. You should be on top of that. That's really important. It's a really important thing for you to be doing. But then he says, once you're caught off of food stamps, it's hard to get back on. And, bro, he said a really real thing in this episode. He says they were willing to spend 5 times as more money to lock me up than to actually feed me. I'm like, damn, that is, woo, that's real shit right there, man. I don't think people that are saying that, these last episodes are boring and they want more Daredevil and they're not up for this lawyer shit. I actually really like it because it's him trying his best to stay away from Daredevil, so he throws himself into his work. And the work that in the legal system and the stuff that we see in this show is really real. It's better than the stuff that we saw in She-Hulk. I mean, come on, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the court shit that we saw in She-Hulk over, magicians and rabbits and shit, or this shit? Because this is real. I mean, this is real. That's real shit, man. So, and that even got me a little bit emotional because I was like, damn. Even though he was being a little bit of an asshole at first, he was like, I get the blind lawyer. And he's like, you can't see shit. And I'm like, okay, dude, shut the fuck up. We get it. Goddamn, you don't have to be an asshole. But I mean, I get it. I mean, if I was in jail continuously over and over and over and over, I'd be pretty pissed too. But shit, I don't know, man. Go get a job or something. Like, fuck. Can't be that hard. I mean, you're not homeless, are you? I never once heard them say he was homeless. So, you got a place to go. Go get a job, man. But, oh well. It was pretty relatable, though. I'm kind of scared for Kingpin's assistant. I don't know her name, but if y'all seen the show, y'all know who I'm talking about. He said, this is what I want to do. And she's like, no, we got to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And she said in the show, because Daniel Blake, I know his name. I know him. Soprano's son. But anyway, he went to a party. He went to a club at the very beginning of the episode, and he got a little bit too drunk, and he started rambling off to BB about some shit that Kingpin is going to do. I think she twisted his words, though, because he said, we're going to start here, and we're going to build off of that. So we're going to get rid of all the garbage that's in New York City. And she totally twisted that and said, Mayor Garbage. And then when she put that out, all the public was like, oh, he said he's a mayor. They said he's going to get stuff done. Well, guess what? Still garbage around here, not getting shit done. So, yeah, Daniel kind of fucked that up for him. And I was kind of scared for him. But then he really spoke up. And he was like, if you want to fire me, it was me that did it. I'm sorry. If you want to fire me, that's fine. I'll still support you from afar. Because I love you, man, and I want to be with you. I want to dream. I dream about you. I have wet dreams about you. It's like, what? No, I'm kidding. He didn't say all that. But he is glazing him super hard. But he said, Kingpin said to him, if you ever do anything like this again, it will be the last thing that you do. Do you understand? And she's like, yo, I just heard him threaten another dude's life. You do this again, I'm going to fucking kill you. It's like, I'd be kind of scared if I was her. You're like, ooh, maybe I don't want this job. But no, I just think what I'm really happy about is seeing the Punisher back. That's what I'm really excited about. It was just so good seeing them back together again. And then we left off with them slowly going back to their old ways. Daredevil is about to be back. And Kingpin has kind of been back. I mean, he hasn't killed anyone yet. We're starting to slip through. We're starting to see the same old Kingpin. But man. Then we got a little bit of Muse finally. We didn't see him do much, but his costume looks really good. Most people don't even know who that is, but they don't keep up with news like I do. But, oh my god. So episode 4, really good episode. The standout scene was definitely with Matt Murdock and Frank Castle. That was a really, really, really good scene. But there's not much to talk about with this episode because, not much happened. And there's not a lot that happened in this episode. But a highlight was definitely Frank Castle coming back. Frank Castle, John Bernthal is finally fucking MCU canon, baby! Like, I can't fucking wait to see them start doing shit. It is going to be so fucking awesome. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait until Punisher puts on that suit again with Daredevil. Oh my god. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. That's pretty much all I got. Episode 4, another really good episode. There has been nothing but good episodes in this show so far. And I feel like it's really going to start ramping up these next few episodes. Hell yeah. So, oh man, I don't even want this show to end, and we got a couple more weeks to go. So I'm glad this is just I'm living in it right now. Like, I was just thinking, you think of movies and shows that you have seen back then. Like, I don't know, let's just pull something out. Transformers, 2007, all the way back then, 2007. You watch it now, and it's like, oh man, I love this movie. I've been watching this movie for years. There's nothing like living in the moment when something new has released and be like, you are in that moment. You are in that time that it released. And you're going to be in the future watching this so many more times. But now this is the first time you're seeing it. And there's nothing like the first time. There's nothing like the first time. You could say, for everyone that's watching this show right now, you could say that you were there when it released. And you can reminisce about it. Other people that are born, 15 years from now, they're going to stumble upon Daredevil Warning and be like, man, I wish I was there. Well, guess what? Here I am! Oh, man, I love this show. I love this show, and I don't even want it to end. And I know the last 3 episodes, 7, 8, and 9, I'm pretty sure they're directed by Justin Vincent and Aaron Moorhead. They're gonna go off. They're gonna go off. Those are gonna be the best episodes. I already know. The ending of this show is probably gonna be so fucking crazy because we know there's gonna be a season 2, so it's probably gonna be explosive, high, and intense. And I'm ready. I'm so fucking ready. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm rambling. I really loved this episode. Figured I'd dress up as Frank Castle, Punisher. Hell yeah. Can't wait to see more Frank Castle, Punisher. I loved what was shown in this episode. I loved what we saw of him. I need more. I want more. I say that at the end of every episode, but I want more. Anyway, everyone put a smile on your face. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. I promise you can. You just got to believe in yourself and you can do it. You can do it. I promise you can. I believe in you. Anyway, have a good day.